I can explain.
There's no way to say this song's about.
Hello everyone, this is Quirky here, and well, I guess this is the Q&A that I announced back in December. I said that I'd make an update video in January, and that didn't happen because I've been incredibly busy. This is not going to be just one of those videos where I've been so busy, the stress is overwhelming, everything sucks. So I hope you guys just take my word for it that I'm incredibly busy. Just to put it short, I have really important exams this year. They're gonna define my future for the next couple of years and what I get to do in college. So that plus some in real life stuff has been taking up a lot of my time recently. But I'm still hoping to be able to publish this video, and this is probably gonna be my last video before the end of June. So please enjoy. I'm going to be answering your questions, and the editing is going to be kind of in terms of visuals because I don't really have time to make a really highly edited video, so yeah. Let's go. Romance Writer 1 asks, what do you plan to do after finishing school? Actually, that is a very convenient question because now I can explain my situation. I plan on going to college, and my top choice for college would be to do law and history. It's a very difficult course to get into, so that's why I've been working so hard all year. So that's what I'm planning on doing. And number 2, what's your dream job? Actually, my dream job is to... Oh, someone's come in, and it's Party Blossom. Hello. Party Blossom just said you better not crop me out of that, so I'm not editing that part, just for future me to know when editing. Okay. What I wanted to do? Oh, right, what I wanted to do. Well, my dream job would be to be an actor, and then hopefully an author on the side. Just anything to do with entertainment, especially acting. I adore, and I really want to end up being a part of. Acting's a big part of my life, and I'd love to make it my career. But that is obviously very difficult to do, and my plan B of sorts is to be either a history professor in a college or a barrister. So they're vastly different, but that's the plan. That was a scream. Oh no. Sonic and Tails X says, aside from MLP, what else are you into? Like favorite shows, games, comics, any different source of media? Okay, let's think. I'm a big Doctor Who fan. I really like Harry Potter, but we don't stand J.K. Rowling, cause, you know. What else am I into? I love Dungeons and Dragons. I've recently been getting back into Minecraft. I am slowly being sucked into the Dream SMP fandom, but I'm holding off from watching the series for now because I know I'm going to get obsessed, and I can't afford to get obsessed right now because I have to study for exams. I'm very, very into musical theater. I adore musical theater. I think most of you probably know that I'm a Hamilton fan by now. I also really enjoy Dear Evan Hansen, Be More Chill, Newsies, Beetlejuice, all that jazz. Theater is just amazing. I love Shakespeare as well. I like Back to the Future. That franchise is pretty cool. I just really like fantasy and sci-fi books and movies. I like the Shadowhunter books. The Percy Jackson series. I like that as well. There's quite a lot of stuff that I like. I think I'll leave that for now, but I know I'm gonna remember something later and feel upset that I didn't include it. Okay. Leonardo Hamado 101 says, are you looking forward to the second MLP movie coming out in September? What? There's a oh, whoa, okay, I had no idea. Whoa, okay. I had no idea there was a second MLP movie coming out. Now I'm excited. Well then yes, in that case yes, but I had no idea until now. Jimberlin asks, what's your favorite thing about being part of a community, whether it be a fandom or LGBTQIA+. I think being part of a community is very important for anyone because a community gives you people that you can relate to, and it helps you connect with people who understand you better as a person, because it brings together people who have a common interest or a common trait. And I think that's brilliant. I think it helps people find themselves. It helps people find friends. It helps people find like-minded people. For example, the Brony fandom has brought me to some of the best friends that I've ever met. It's helped me gain new experiences. It's helped me learn new skills, and I'll always be grateful to that. And for example, the LGBT community has helped me to discover more about myself, to ask the questions that aren't asked as often in the heteronormative society that we all live in. And I think it's brilliant. Dusk Breeze asks, the only question I can think of is if the Goodbye MLP collage is still happening. How long it takes is irrelevant. I just need to ease my mind that it's still going on. It is still going on. I've just been really busy, and I keep saying that, and I know I keep saying that, but my goal is to get it done over the summer and hopefully upload it on the anniversary of My Little Pony ending. That's what I'm aiming for. But yes, it is definitely happening. Everyone put their heart and soul into their parts, and I'm still very passionate about the project. It's just been very difficult to work on it, and I hope you all can understand. Mira the Dancer 922 asks, would you rather take tap or ballet? Tap dancing, because I think it's pretty swag. The Gamma Gamer asks, if you had to choose between 24/7 music so loud you couldn't hear anything else, or 24/7 music so quiet you couldn't really hear the music, what would you choose? Let's think. So quiet that you couldn't hear it, because if it's so quiet I can barely hear it, then that's fine. If I want to listen to something else, then I can just turn it on like normally, and I can just go about my life normally. But if I couldn't hear anything because the music was so loud, that would be a bit of an issue. Sonic Gamer asks, did you ever grow up with previous Gen LP? Yes, I actually started by watching Generation 1 when I was younger. I used to adore the generation with Megan and those bros. I don't remember much from Gen 2. I know I watched some of Gen 3. I wasn't a fan of 3.5. And then evidently I got into Generation 4. So yes, I grew up with Generation 1. It was brilliant. JRog1989 asks, what's your favorite music album? My favorite music album would probably be any theater cast albums, like the Hamilton cast album, Be More Chill cast album, or whatchamacallit, Dear Evan Hansen, I forgot. Dear Evan Hansen cast album. I have them. Oh, the Percy Jackson musical, how did I forget it? I like that one too. I like that. Yeah. What's your favorite drink? Pepsi. Riku asks, what's your favorite holiday? Christmas. M488 Thunderbird asks, have you watched any of the Equestria Girls episodes, and what do you think of the eyyyy yacht song? I haven't heard the yacht song, and I think I did watch some of the episodes earlier on, but I got kind of disillusioned with Equestrian Girls. I really liked the first two movies, but after a while it just started getting kind of old, and I just haven't really kept up with it, to be honest. Princess Joey Craft 88 asks, what a coincidence, I play violin too. Nice! What music have you played on your violin? It kind of depends on what I'm into, because I find it easier to pick stuff up on the violin than the piano, because I only have one part to focus on. So if I feel like playing a song just once or twice, then I just look up the notes. Or if I really like a song, then I do try and properly learn and practice it. Played musical theater songs. I've been playing Irish traditional music for years on the violin, and that's mainly all I play. What's your favorite non-pony MLP character? And that question was from Bees Melisse. Such as Griffin, Hippogriff, Changelings, etc. I'm not sure. I think Changelings are pretty cool. Yeah, I think Changelings are pretty cool. I also think that Hippogriffs are also pretty cool, because I just like their backstory. Yeah. Malik Amiel Espinosa asks, I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong. How are you doing in quarantine? I wasn't, to be completely honest, I was not doing that well at first. It was quite a challenge. But the second quarantine that came around, I was doing a lot better. Because I was more prepared for it. I was going outside for a bit. I was distracting myself with piano in between study sessions. So, better than I was. I'm back in in-person school right now, but I guess if you're counting quarantine as just the general pandemic, then I'm doing better than I was. I think I've learned to manage more. Obviously I can't wait for it to all be over, but I think I'm doing more okay now, which is good. The Tall Kazakh channel asks, what's your favorite / least favorite food / restaurant? Favorite food is lasagna. Least favorite food is bananas. I'm scared of them and they're awful. Favorite restaurant? I'm not really sure actually. I like Subway, but I guess that just maybe it's because I have nostalgia with BronyCon associated with Subway. I like Burger King. I'm just naming fast food restaurants. You see, it's because I know restaurants, but I can't name them because they're like local restaurants. Whenever I go to Bulgaria, the restaurants there are really nice. I also like Nando's. Nando's is pretty swag. You get refillable drinks. And I've never had sushi, actually. Yeah. If you could form your own country, what would you call it? Try not to say Lemomberg. What would I call it? I don't know. Me and my friend made up a country recently. We called it the Democratic Republic of Ecija, ECIA. It's the Latin acronym for Land of Artists and Independent Thinkers. It's a very long story how this happened, but I guess that's what I would call it. What's your thoughts on Pony Life? I actually haven't watched it. I've been so out of sync with anything going on online, honestly. I feel bad. I feel kind of bad, but you know, that's life. What's your plans to get rid of the coronavirus? I'd say, well, my advice for how everyone can help get rid of the coronavirus, essentially, is to follow the advice of medical professionals. Don't leave the house without wearing a mask. Don't meet up with other people unless you're 2 meters away, both wearing masks and not in a massive group. What I do is I sanitize my stuff when I come home from school, and I sanitize my groceries as well as an extra precaution. Just wait it out. Stop meeting in big groups. Stop not social distancing. It's not going to go away until everyone is vaccinated, and unless everyone just follows the restrictions. Okay, Wushi asks, any chance we can see you making comics again? As in comic dubs? Probably. I'm hoping to make some more over the summer. Yeah. Fashion Snowball asks, which editor do you use? Audacity to record with an AT2020 microphone, and then and Audacity is free, so that's pretty swag. Sony Vegas to edit, but that is very pricey. For that I used to use Windows Movie Maker actually, and then I switched to KineMaster for a bit, but that has a watermark. And now I'm on Sony Vegas. If you're just starting out though and don't want to cash out, I completely understand it. I use Windows Movie Maker for the first few years. I know a lot of mobile apps are getting really good at video editing, so I wouldn't worry too much about that if that's what you're asking. The Commenter Dragon asks, what are you planning to do for your channel for 2021? Well, I'm hoping to just get back into my regular swing once my exams are over. And apart from that, I'm not really sure. I want to make some more voice reels. I want to make some more dubs. I haven't fan dubbed in ages. I don't know actually. I'm hoping to get back into my regular content, but I also want to spice things up a tiny bit and make some more original content. I'd really like to try some more voice acting challenges and get some of my friends on to collab with me. I think that'd be very cool. I really want to do that. And what year did you get into the MLP fandom? I think as far as I can remember it was it was 2016. 2016. So I've been in the fandom for 5 years now. Whoa! Sonic Fan 123123 asks, do you have a song guaranteed to get you dancing? The cha-cha slide. And do you have a favorite dance move? Cha-cha real smooth. Blue Froggo asks, how are you? What you been up to? Mostly studying, mostly getting ready for my exams. I have started cosplaying. I started cosplaying last summer. My cosplay account is not allowed coffee on TikTok and Instagram, so if anyone's interested in that, that's something that I've been doing. But yeah, mostly studying. Jonathan Chouinard, I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong, asks, do you play piano? Yes, I do play piano. The one AJ asks, excited for college? Yes, I am very excited for college. I'm kind of sad to be leaving my school because I love my school. But yes, I'm excited for college life. I really hope that the pandemic can kind of just dies down by then so I can go in person. Anyway, I'm really, really excited. What would you say plays or shows has been most influential in wanting a possible theater career? Oh, just anytime I experience just a snippet of theater, I want more, and I want to participate in that. I really want to participate in the theater and the entertainment industry, because I think it's just a really magical art. Theater is just a magical I just really, anything I see to do with theater, I want to be a part of it. Well, you and your sister ever watch DuckTales in the Owl House? Actually, I watched the first 2 episodes of DuckTales while talking to Neville on Skype. They were really good. I'll probably watch more over the summer, and I do want to watch the Owl House. People keep telling me it's good, but right now I don't have time to get into anything, as I've said, so I'm saving them for the summer, but hopefully. What popular ship do you simply don't get, will never ship, pony or otherwise? I know there's something, but I just can't think of it. I'm not a fan of Flutterdash, to be honest. Just not. Don't like it that much. In terms of pony ships. I know I'm gonna think of something later, I just can't think of it right now. I don't like Jamilton from the Hamilton fandom. I just think that's weird. What has your non-binary experience been like, and any noteworthy stories or events in your life so far? So for those of you who don't know, those of you that don't follow my Twitter, basically, over the past year, I've figured out that I'm non-binary. I go by they, them, and she, her pronouns. But I do tend to prefer they, them. I feel like it's been a very freeing experience for me, because since I was younger, I have noticed that I don't relate to, well, obviously everyone's experience of being like a girl is different. But there was something that I just felt didn't connect with me, especially when I hit like 12, 13, 14, those years. I just felt really uncomfortable with the changes that were going on. I couldn't really place what those feelings were, and so I started learning more about different gender identities. I started doing more research, and as I did more research, more things clicked, and it has been a very freeing experience coming up with like a word for what I was feeling, like finding a word for what I was feeling and finding that I wasn't alone. It's been very frightening as well, because obviously like it's still very not as talked about, but that's essentially how I feel about it. Yeah, I'm very lucky to have very supportive friends, and yeah, that is it. Also been mildly curious, but how have you got into American politics? I've always just felt like politics are very important, because they're a big, like, they really, like, how a country is run and what goes on influences everyone's lives in some way, shape, or form. And such a big country such as America obviously influences like the sphere outside of the country itself. I have a very big passion for human rights. I have a strong passion for justice as well, and a big sense of right or wrong. And a lot of the stuff in American politics is just awful. It's awful. And I think what drew me into it was hearing the stories of how people are so affected by the system in America, and the desperate need for change over there. I think that's what got me into it. Ghost Coral asks, beans or no beans? Beans. Adam Warkington asks, have you thought about moving on from the Brony fandom? No way. I know I haven't been as active recently, especially in the past like year and a half or so. That's to do with like mental health stuff, school life, in real life problems, the works. But no, this community has been amazing to me. In a word, I've met some of the best friends I have ever met. I've discovered new things about myself in here. I've got to express my creativity online. There's no way I'm gonna turn away from that. I'll definitely get into more things. I'll definitely have a strong passion for things that aren't My Little Pony. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop creating content on here. No matter how spaced out uploads are, no matter how busy I get. The Brony fandom is still going to be very, very important to me, and a very special part of myself. And I'm never going to leave that. And finally, Panda Q asks, on a scale from 1 to 10, what's your favorite color of the alphabet? 7. Okay, everyone, that is it for the questions. Thank you so much for sticking for this long. That is pretty cool. Again, apologies for the lack of uploads. I'm hoping to create an update video that I'll post at the end of June, just talking about stuff. Thank you so much for everyone's support and for sticking by me even during my long silences. If you're a fan of me vibing then please follow my Twitter. It's at QuirkyCraft. Just post random tweets on there, but it's a good way of keeping up to date with just me and what I do. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully I can get the show back on the road soon, and thank you again for watching. Goodbye!